consoling the wide rim of sound, big sound, enormity nuts. Consoling when you first hear it, you were consoled in the middle of a C chord. Gulls, gulls, falling and dying, or gulls, gulls, alive and soaring. This is a wind, this is a wall of them consoling. And if you are high up there, you fly further and relax your mind, being imperative verb, being John Lennon, a verb, not dying, but floating, not dying, further downstream. Being a verb, something leaning you, or not dying, but recording the top of your head off. A stance, a force of wall of gulls, sounding, sounding in the beginning. Lean in, you are not dying. And sound of gull, and meaning within sounding, like a shriek, and said, put it in that sounding. High, John, energy, Lennon, constant being. You are within the kinetics of sounding, as he's in our ear, instanter, moving on instanter. Technology, thinking and sounding, and participle sound, and verb, relax and float downstream. Turn off your mind and not being, but then being John Lennon, being him. It is not over, it is just beginning. It is in mind a beginning, and you still will see you are promised and consoled indeed. Build a wall of gulls, gulls, sounding, interconnected or instrumental or interconnected or other verbs, building wide and large, and make it your wall by the ocean air, by the elemental mountain air, by the sound of vertical power, a loop to keep rising by, sounding by, gulls, gulls, slash, pierce, consoling the rise and fall of them, consoling the wide, metabolic, neural sound, sounding higher than us, over us, consoling. This is a wind, this is a wall of them, fierce but consoling, and relax your mind, being imperative, not being John Lennon, and see a verb and see not dying, but singing and not dying, further downstream, had sustained in a chord of C, lean in, and then moved over, turning horizontal, rise and fall, a loop of impending John Lennon, lean in, not dying. Of fire and topaz, opal and gleaming, and the sounding from the top of a head off a mountain. The virgin mind in the bardo of becoming a C chord at the top of the head. Relax the mind and loop back again downstream and rise in the range of C and relax in it. You are not dying. Fall then, falling then, sounding and catching and consoling. Tibet in your mind, Tibet, Tibet in your mind, and becoming opal, becoming adamantine, becoming topaz, and relax your mind with the nerve, relax. You are knowing it, you are knowing the mountain. Tibet, Tibet, it is Tibet, Tibet, Tibet. Gulls to shriek, consoling the rise of them, consoling the wide, knowing infrastructure of John Lennon, colossal sounding sound, bigger than us, consoling you when you hear you were consoled in the middle of colossal gulls, gulls, falling in gulls, 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 and dying were gulls, 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 alive, and soaring on top of the proverbial mountain you fly further and relax your mind, being imperative John Lennon, downstream but floating, sustaining that same chord. You are knowing, dreaming, you are thinking, you are knowing what tomorrow never knows. Neurons in your head might be sound with this rock hard gem of seeing what tomorrow never knows. Dazzles what you're knowing. It dazzles, dazzles what you're knowing. It is not dying. In the book of the dead, you were talking about a book of space. It's a space you were talking about beyond footprints, beyond temperature. Breathe an act of love and more space you go into like a tunnel and toward the mountain. Mountain high, 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 up. Goes, 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 goes. A continuous loop around the top. Circumambulation of sound. You are not dying from the beginning. Tibet, Tibet. Talking about consciousness, of which John Lennon makes this wall of sound to say it is the beginning. And I took the little orange sunshine pill to approximate the meaning of within and not die. A suspension of becoming of all things, being of all things, living in all the beings who are living, suspended. But he is sounding now in the interstices between us and a bardo of becoming, the meaning of it within all kinds of beings, meta beings, and microbial life, all kinds of beings, relax and float downstream. In the book of the dead, no one to save you, the bardo of Dharmata, the luminosity of the bardo of Dharmata, the bardo of becoming. And when you say that real word, when you are in some kind of dualistic mind, how real it is in a relative mind to relax that mind and float downstream to say you are not dying. Is it or is it not, or is it not, or is it both, or is it both, or is it neither, or is it either, or is it in between, Gulls, shriek, console the rise and fall of them, to console the wide, horizontal sound, console when you hear it again, it coincides and consoles in the middle of gulls, falling and dying of gulls, alive and hemmed in, leaning and soaring. This is the wind, this is the wall of them consoling. And if you were high up there in your mind, your mind being imperative verb, being imperative command, lean in, not die, but lean in, come down, float down, and continue further through, singing, instrumental, sounding, what tomorrow never knows, it is knowing.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. All right. It was so nice to premiere here. We've never done that before. We just brought it up. Thank you so much. And thank you, Tom, for your beautiful reading. A Dharma brother.